Hey, what's up everybody? So as promised, I'm gonna make this video right now to explain how I was able to generate about $2,700 in revenue doing e-commerce on a Shopify store. So here I am, I'm actually in Amsterdam. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. That was a that little cha-ching noise. Means I got another sale. Someone just bought one of my products. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I'll kind of give a view real quick. This is like outside my little Airbnb here. Little humble Airbnb. I didn't go all out. I don't know. Here's my little shitty bedroom, and here's my little living room and my amazing desk. So I'm just gonna lay down on the bed here and kind of just spout off some things. I could give a step-by-step on like the specifics of exactly what I did, and at some point I may do that. I may start a whole YouTube channel where I, teach people how to make money online or whatever. But for right now, so I've been an entrepreneur for about, depending on what you want to call it, anywhere from like 10 to 7 years now with intermittent success. And only really successful for maybe the last 2 years or so. And these are kind of some overarching principles. I see a lot of bro science on the subject of entrepreneurship and making money online. And I know I don't like to just post pictures of my income without kind of giving some value. It's not like to brag or anything. It's to inspire people. So heading that, here are my business rules for success, where I feel like if you follow these principles, it's kind of only a matter of time before you achieve success. So you got to get the basics of business handled first. So you got to read books by guys like Gary Vaynerchuk, Tim Ferriss, Dan Lok, and Grant Cardone would all be a good start. And you know what? You don't even need to read their books. You can just get on YouTube and watch their YouTube videos. Watch a lot of content. You can use Audible and do audiobooks. But get kind of like the very basic principles of a business from those guys. Another thing, another principle, onto the next one, is staying focused. So especially in internet marketing, which is what I do, we have something called the shiny object syndrome. So how many ways, when someone says they do internet marketing, what exactly does that mean? Well, they could do SEO, they could do affiliate marketing with CPA offers or physical products, or lead generation. They could do email marketing, they can do pay-per-view, they could do media buys, they could do e-commerce, which is what I do. They can do information products, client services. I could let it go on forever. All those things work. Client services work. SEO works. I mean, not really. No, but SEO does work. E-com works, but you have to stay focused. They all work. As long as you know that there's an industry that other people are making money in, you can do it too, so don't fucking give up. I don't know anybody who, jumped from one method or the other to the next. It's kind of like people get all excited, they try one thing and they go, oh, client services sucks because dealing with the client sucks. Then they go to SEO. Oh, SEO sucks because Google can just nuke your site. Then they go to affiliate marketing. Oh, affiliate marketing sucks because the campaigns are never long term. They all have their own positives and negatives, so just stay focused. Let me go on to the next one here. You need to be healthy to maximize productivity. I'm not going to go too far into this one. Find a diet that works for you. It doesn't have to be paleo or low carb or high carb or whatever. Just more or less get a lot of sleep, hit the gym, lift weights, also do a little bit of cardio, and just kind of avoid a lot of processed foods, and you'll be good on that front. Next one. Hire and outsource your work. Your brain only has so much glycogen, so much mental capacity, especially the older that you get. Anything that you can be outsourcing, you should. I had a VA in the Philippines that I found on onlinejobs.ph. I only hire in the Philippines, and I only hire from that site. She was good, and I only paid her $2.75 an hour, which, if you think that that's, I don't know, inhumane or whatever, to only pay her $2.75 an hour, you gotta think her rent is probably $50 a month. Meanwhile, when I was living in Hollywood, I was paying $2,100 for an average one bedroom. So it's all in perspective. That's good money in the Philippines. Here's another one. Learn to work smart. It's not just about hustle. Who works harder harder, me or, you know, a garbage man or a guy who mows lawns? I mean, they probably work just as hard as me. I'll probably work more hours, but they're doing physical labor, and it's, you know, anyway, let's not even get into it. The point is, you have to work equally smart as you do hard. And these are kind of incorporated in the principles that I'm already talking about here. So let's just move on to the next one. Okay, here's a big one. I was recently in Sweden before this, and I met a guy who told me that, he's like, oh, you do internet marketing, that's cool, I want to sell like men's, you know, luxury shirts or whatever. I was like, oh cool, well, what made you want to get into selling that? And he goes, oh, I just think, you know, people would want that. And then I'm like, you know, kind of do the face palm. And I told the guy, it doesn't matter what the fuck you think is cool. I hear this shit all the time, like, do what you think is cool, I have this idea. The market doesn't give a fuck what you think is cool. The market doesn't give a fuck what you're passionate about. If you're new to entrepreneurship and you've never made $1 online, or you know, maybe you made a little bit but you're still struggling, do what everybody else's work is. Do what you see that other people are already having success in. Jump into the most saturated, competitive, which I'm not gonna get into that, niche or industry that there is. Even things outside of internet marketing, like real estate. Real estate works, it always works. Stocks work. Back to internet marketing, again, all the things I said before, e-com, all those things work. Don't try to be, you know, find something that, you know, network with people, go to events, go to mastermind groups. I'm gonna talk about that stuff later. Kind of get online, get on YouTube, and just kind of copy what's working. If you know a shit ton of people that are doing affiliate marketing and you think it would be the right thing for you, do affiliate marketing. I guess I'm gonna move on from that, but I think I've harped on it. Yeah, you know, jump on wagons, do what is proven to make money first, and then once you've done that, then go do your dream of starting like a video game company, or selling your stupid trinkets, or selling surfboards. Like, if you're passionate about surfboards and you really love surfing, the dumbest thing you can do is go online and try to sell surfboards. Do something that a lot of people are making money with first. Yeah, I kind of touched on this. Don't get caught up in the guy who wrote Millionaire Fastlane. It's a good book. Forget the author's name, but he said, don't get caught up in the entrepreneurial circle jerk of, you know, do what you're passionate about and then the money will follow. Look, you got to be passionate about making money. You got to be passionate about, you know, doing this on a computer for a couple hours, and then you hit refresh, and then money has appeared, and then you can go, once you have the money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can start a charity in Africa, or you can go bang hookers around the world, or anything in between. It's kind of up to you at that point. I mean, yeah, I can go a lot more on this, but let's just move on. Don't follow your passion. Make money. Okay, another one. Don't give up. I mean, it sounds corny, and you know, maybe it is, just telling you, hey, you know, don't give up. I don't know very many online entrepreneurs that have you know, consistently failed for longer than let's put it this way. I don't know any entrepreneurs that kept failing and never gave up that eventually didn't make it. I know a lot of guys who dove right into it, weren't too successful after 1 or 2 years, and then quit, myself included. I actually quit. I grew medical marijuana and did a lot of other really stupid things that I never should have done, that just detracted from my internet stuff, things that I really regret now. But again, some of it is hustle. I know I talked about it's about working smart. Some of it is hustle. Don't give up. Keep going. You will eventually get there. If you don't give up and you follow the principles that we're talking about, you will eventually get there. Something I sort of touched on at the beginning of the video is that mindset accounts for specific techniques. If I was to log into my Facebook ads account and show you everything I did to generate the revenue that I posted the screenshot for, the like $2,700 in 1 day revenue, and you were to look at my Facebook ads account and see my store and stuff, if you have the wrong mindset, I promise you couldn't replicate that. I could sit there and show somebody exactly step by step. If you have the right mindsets, you will get there. You'll be more successful in the long run than somebody who has a specific techniques. This will come from things like general like self-help, kind of like Tony Robbins-esque things. Not even that you have to study Tony Robbins in particular. You can if you want, but there's a lot of good stuff like that. Things like, you know, don't get frustrated, see failures as, you know, a step towards your success, kind of what I touched on earlier, don't give up. And then going back to what I said, like the basic principles of business, reading, you know, books by guys like Tim Ferriss and Gary Vee and stuff like that. Okay. Don't get caught up in this stupid, like, read a book a day, reading is the key to success. I feel really bad for a lot of people who don't study sales or copywriting because, you know, some new guru will come out and they have the answer. It's like those old late night infomercials. It's you know, now the new hot thing is the, you know, read a book every second. Look, you know, reading Seven Rings by Phil Jackson or you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger's biography is not going to make you any money. I'm sorry, but it's just not. If you like to read, if that's a hobby and a passion of yours, it's a great hobby and passion to have, but don't think you're going to read, I mean, even to a lesser extent, books on entrepreneurship. I mean, once you have the right mindsets, reading like a general, like I recommend another book called The Lean Startup, but once you've kind of gone through that material and you know the basics of a business, then it's just taking massive action, executing, and doing the other things we talked about in this video. So don't get caught, like don't think you're gonna read some, you know, some philosophy book or something like that and it's gonna make you money. Another thing is networking and masterminds. Okay, these are huge. Huge. You have to go to events. You have to meet like-minded people. You have to join mastermind groups on Facebook. You have to reach out. You have to add people to your friends list. You have to get in group Skype conversations. Whatever you can, network and talk to other people that are going towards the same path as you. This is huge. I mean, even a little thing like, you know, I remember I logged into one of my Facebook ads accounts the other day and it said, one of your following ads in this ad set has been disapproved, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, like what ad got disapproved and like it's gonna affect my money, blah blah blah. And then right as I'm kind of like worrying about it a little bit, in one of my Facebook groups, people are talking about it. Apparently it's like a site-wide glitch. Everybody in Facebook ads for, you know, a 12-hour period or so had an error that said one of your ads has been disapproved. I mean, like, that's just like a tiny little example, but it's just like, my newsfeed is just like, oh, I tried a, you know, a website conversion ad and it actually didn't perform well as my paid post engagement, and oh, like, where do you hire a t-shirt designer, and oh, like, what's the best, you know, import export and, you know, fulfillment companies. Like, my Facebook newsfeed is just like, blah, just like throwing me like ideas and people to network with and people that'll help you and stuff like that. And along the same token, if you're specifically, it's kind of more of a specific thing, but fuck it, I'll throw it in here. If you're trying to make money online, god damn it, don't be a cheap motherfucker in terms of putting money into Facebook ads or any advertising, and especially in terms of buying paid courses, okay? Like I said, no fucking book is gonna help you make money. By the time they send it off to the publisher, all the techniques would be out of date. When we're talking about specific techniques, overarching principles are, you can find those in books, but specific techniques, you get those from paid online courses. Some courses cost more than $1,000, but you know, if buying $1,000 course can save you 6 to 8 months of pain and frustration of doing it on your own, then you're an idiot not to buy it. And I'm gonna wrap up this video because it's kind of going long. Here's a quote that, or I'm sorry, yeah, kind of two quotes in one. One quote is, winners are busy taking imperfect action while losers are busy perfecting their plans. So what does this quote mean? I mean, it just basically means take massive fucking action. Constant imperfect action will yield much better results than just sitting there and contemplating and like, it's not ready yet, it's not perfect. And onto the other quote I wanted to incorporate that's somewhat related. Reid Hoffman, the CEO of, or he's one of the founders, I don't know if he's a CEO actually, but one of the founders of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, said, if you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, then you've launched too late. So if you're thinking about launching a website and you don't have the exact right layout and color scheme, you don't have, the logo isn't perfect yet, you don't have the autoresponder, just fucking launch, man. Just launch and just, you know, systematically knock those things out, study productivity, do the most important tests first and just kind of knock them out. And I guess I'll wrap on this one last thing, is that entrepreneur, basically you can define it a lot of ways, but I think the best definition for me is entrepreneur would be a synonym for problem solver. You know, everything just comes up. It's like, oh, I need video ads are really hot on Facebook. I need video ads. Okay, where do I get video ads? How do I create them? Like, that's a problem, solve it. Oh, what niche do I want to get into? Researching the niche. What's the best niche? I mean, like, even everything. When I'm traveling to a new town, I gotta find, you know, where's the healthy food, where's the grocery store, where's the gym. Those are like, you know, the two things that I gotta find in every city that I go to. And, you know, how do you find a gym when you can't just go to Google Maps and type in gym? For example, I was in the Czech Republic, so, I mean, little tiny problem, but like, how do you find a gym? Well, what I did is I went to Google Translate and I typed in the word gym and translated gym into the Czech language, and then I typed that into Google Maps and I got a whole list of gyms. Actually, the English result of gym got a lot of results too, but that's beside the point. So, you know, some countries you're not gonna be able to use the English word of gym. You're gonna have to put it, just a little thing, just like, oh, there's a problem, how do I solve that? So that's basically it, though. Follow these principles of business, and then these kind of cover most of like what I mean by working smart. And then after that, as long as you're following these, then it's just hustle, man. It's just not giving up. And I don't know, anybody who watched this video, if you take everything into consideration that I said, depending on how much time you have able to dedicate to it, and just kind of your experience if you've done some marketing before, anyone can be doing these numbers in as little as, you know, I'd say anywhere range from like 2 months to 2 years. Anybody can get to, you know, doing the kind of numbers that I was doing when I posted that screenshot. So that is the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.